Yama, I'm Jack. Let's take a look at what's in the news. A teenager in Finland has taken over as her country's Prime Minister. 16-year-old Aava Murto scored the top job for one day only as part of the UN's Girls Takeover program. Liv explains.
Leading a country is no walk in the park. But 16-year-old high schooler Aava is making it look easy. As Finland's Prime Minister, she spoke to the media, took photos and even gave a speech.
Girls must be able to develop technology so that we can create technological solutions that also take into account the needs and wishes of girls and women.
Aava got the gig as part of the Girls Takeover campaign, ahead of the UN's International Day of the Girl. Every year, girls around the world are given the chance to step into a position of power for the day, to fight for equality and opportunity. And Aava got some help on the job from someone who can definitely relate. Finland's regular PM, Sanna Marin, who at 34 is the world's youngest Prime Minister. While it might have been just for the one day, Aava says she really wants to make a difference.
We represent enormous potential. With our help, many issues can be solved.
Prince William and David Attenborough have joined forces to launch the biggest environmental prize ever. Why? To save the world, basically. It's called Earthshot, and they're looking for 50 solutions to the world's greatest environmental problems by 2030.
We will award the Earthshot Prize
to the most outstanding efforts to meet these challenges.
Up for grabs, a total of $90 million.
To have a decade of change, a decade of repairing the planet so that we can hand it on to the next generation and future generations.
So if you've got a solution for protecting and restoring nature, cleaner air, oceans, waste reduction, climate change, get to it. Australia's Winter Olympians have been training hard ahead of the 2022 Games. And now ski jumpers have got a leg up on the competition with a brand new ski jump that you definitely don't need snow for.
Queensland, the home of sunshine, warm weather and theme parks. But this thing isn't some new water slide. It's an important piece of training equipment, a 37-metre high ski jump. It was built for the Australian aerial ski team, the Flying Kangaroos, so they can practice for the Beijing Winter Olympics in 2022.
This is so surreal. We've been dreaming of this for a long time.
For a long time, lots of other countries with cooler climates have had the advantage because they get plenty of snow to practice on. So Aussies have had to head overseas in order to train. But this ramp doesn't need the freezing weather of winter, which means they can practice all year round.
We basically have the same jump shape just built out of a plastic surface, which allows us to practice those jumps and land safely in the water.
They do need special skis though.
So these skis are specifically for water. The holes help with the impact on the landing.
So we're still learning how to use the facility, what the speeds are and everything, but as we get into it, it'll get a lot better. But we're just happy to be upside down again.
Looks like these guys are off to a flying start.
They say dogs are humans' best friends, but what about all the other animals? I guess they're acquaintances? In any case, this next segment is all about animals and humans learning to live together. Nothing beats a refreshing dip in the pool, especially when it's with your favourite swimming partner, an 11-foot python.
I like to swim with my snake.
8-year-old Inba lives at an animal sanctuary in southern Israel with her family and has been spending lockdown splashing around with Belle the Burmese python. Being a journalist isn't always easy, and sometimes it involves yelling at pesky raccoons during live crosses. This reporter in the US was outside the White House when he was rudely interrupted by a raccoon who just couldn't take a hint.
Again, this is the second time.
Apparently, the White House has a bit of a raccoon problem at the moment. But the White House looks pretty big. I'm sure there's room to share. And a fly has attracted international attention at the US vice presidential debate after perching itself on the current vice president, Mike Pence's head. Social media absolutely loved it. The fly hung around for several minutes, but apparently didn't have much to say and left the debate early. And I'm gonna fly out of here too, because it's the weekend and it's the end of the show.